Hello, Mingalaba. Welcome to Love Myanmar. My name's Harriet. I'm a native English speaker and Myanmar language learner. In this lesson, I'd like to share with you how to make Myanmar comparative adjectives. So that means words like better, worse, more beautiful, bigger, hotter, and so on. And then we'll practice forming and saying these nifty comparative adjectives in some sentences. If you haven't already familiarized yourself with the vocabulary in my Myanmar Vocabulary Set 1 video, I would strongly recommend that you do that first, as we'll be using all of that vocabulary in this lesson. I'll leave a link to that video in the description below, or you can click on the link at the top of the screen. Great, let's get started. Fortunately, forming comparative adjectives is even easier in Myanmar than it is in English. All we have to do is add the particle po before the descriptive verb and we're done. For example, say we want to take the descriptive verb good and turn it into better. From the vocabulary video, you'll remember that good is gaon. Gaonde means to be good. This is made up of the word for good, gaon, and the affirmative sentence end particle de. So if we add po in front of gaon, we get po gaonde, to be better. Easy, right? Let's try one more. Let's say we want to say bigger. Do you remember the word for big? Ji, that's right. So jide means to be big, made up of the word for big, ji. And the affirmative sentence end particle de, we add the po in front of the ji. So we get po jide, bigger. Can you say that? Po jide. Excellent. So let's get into our practice. We're starting off with this model sentence. Which one do you like more? Beha po jaile. You say it. Beha po jaile. Beha po jaile. Well done. You'll notice that when we're speaking Myanmar, pronouns like you or I are often left out if it's understood who we're referring to. But we don't really do that in English, so you can see the translation is a little different. In case you're wondering, beha means which one, and le is the open-ended question end particle. We're going to use the same construction, beha po adjective le, to ask 3 more questions. Are you ready? How would you say which one is bigger? I've left the model sentence in the top left corner if you'd like to check the construction. Beha po jile, which one is bigger? Can you say it? Beha po jile. Great! Next one. Which one is more beautiful? By the way, feel free to pause the video at any time to give yourself time to work out the answer. Also, if you're like me, you may find that writing these sentences down in a notebook, in Myanmar script, even if it's terribly ugly and looks like a 3-year-old wrote it, is very useful for consolidating what you're learning. It gives my brain another layer of reinforcement and more chance to actually remember this stuff. Anyway, which one is more beautiful? Beha po lale. Perfect. Can you say it aloud? Beha po lale. Good stuff. What about which one is easier? Do you remember the word for easy? Lue. So, beha po luele, which one is easier? Can you say it? Cool. Which fruit is sweeter? This time we're changing the structure just a little bit. Instead of starting with which one, we'll start with which fruit. Be ati. Which fruit is sweeter? Be ati po chole. Which fruit is sweeter? Your turn? Be ati po chole. Wonderful. Let's look at another model sentence. This coffee is more bitter. Di coffee ga po kare. So the rest of our sentences for this lesson are going to be statements rather than questions, like we were doing before. You can see our comparative adjective, po ka, there. And we also have di, meaning this, coffee, coffee. Ga is our subject marker, de, the affirmative sentence end particle. So with that construction in mind, and in the corner, how would we say this coffee is better? 디 커피가 더 가오네. This coffee is better. You say it. 디 커피가 더 가오네. Fabulous. Using the same construction, how would you say this year is worse? Tehnika 더 소리. You say it. Tehnika 더 소리. This year is worse. We're doing well. Let's keep going. This month is hotter, using the same construction. Dilaka 더 뿌리. This month is hotter. Your turn? Dilaka 더 뿌리. Nice. What about this cake is bigger? What do you think? Die keikmoka po jire. This cake is bigger. You say it. Die keikmoka po jire. Very good. This park is more beautiful. Die panjanga. Right. Die panjanga po lari. This park is more beautiful. Can we hear you say it? Di panjanga po lari. Well done. This fruit is sweeter. What would you say? Di atiga po chode. And you? Di atiga po chode. Sounding good. This building is taller. Building is a funny word. Do you remember it? Asau-au. Asau-au. So this building is taller would be Di asau-uga po miende. You say it. Di asau-uga po miende. Awesome. How would you say English is easier? We'll start off with Ingliga. That's it. Ingliga po luere. Can you say it? Ingliga po luere. And it is certainly true. And so is this, I'm sure. Myanmar is hotter. Myanmar ga. Yes, po pure. Myanmar ga po pure. Over to you. Myanmar ga po pure. Let's change up our sentence just a tiny bit. That cake is sweeter. Hogi moka po chore. So in this structure, we start off with ho, which means that over there, as opposed to this, which we've been using. Can you say it? Hogi moka po chore. Yes. So using the same construction with ho, how would you say that city is further? Ho myoga po were. Right. Ho myoga po were. Your turn? Ho myoga po were. Good job. Now we want to say, I like that cup more. We need to make one more little change here. Instead of saying ho kwe ga, we say ho kwe go. Can you think of the reason why? Ga is the Myanmar subject marker, but in this sentence, the cup is the object, as in I, subject, like, verb, the cup, object. So we use the Myanmar object marker, go, for our cup. Ho kwe go. And yes, you guessed it, po jaite. Ho kwe go po jaite. You say it. Ho kwe go po jaite. Oh, and once again, the Myanmar pronoun for I isn't necessary to include in this sentence if it's obvious to everyone that it's you liking the cup. So using that principle, that we don't necessarily need a pronoun and that the cake is the object, how would you say he likes that cake more? Ho ki mo go po jaite. He likes that cake more. You say it? Ho ki moku pu jaite. Yay! By the way, you'll notice that when you listen to native speakers, you'll hardly ever catch the full ga or go sound. They're speaking so fast that they run it together with the previous word, and all you'll usually hear of ga or go is a and o. Ho ki mo o pu jaite. Okay, you've done amazingly well. Are you ready for the last one? How would you say, I like Myanmar more? You can do it. Yes, Myanmar go pu jaite. I like Myanmar more. You say it. Myanmar go pu jaite. Brilliant. You made it. You completed the comparative adjectives marathon. You deserve a drink and a cookie. So don't let it go to waste. Use these forms as soon as you can in conversation with whoever will listen to you. Teach someone else a comparative adjective. That'll help you and them. Thanks so much for watching. Leave a comment below and let me know how your Myanmar learning is going and any new points you've discovered lately. See you next time.